Well, it's time for a little porch time. It's day 3 of turkey season, day whatever of mushroom season, because it's been really cold and the mushrooms have been a little slow. But it's supposed to get in the 70s and 80s for the next 5 or 6 days, and we've had rain and thunderstorms for the last 2 days. Matter of fact, it's sunny right now, but 30 minutes ago, it's about 70-mile-an-hour winds and crosswords rain. So we're going to get some more of that. And weather affects everything. I could throw on my hunting clothes real quick, but it's still breezy. It's 15, 20 mile an hour sustained, 30-mile-an-hour gusts right now. I know a turkey works with its ears mostly and its eyes. And when you're a hunter, you're actually mostly calling turkeys to you, or at least to locate them and maybe try to set up and let them come by, whatever your trick is. I made a short today, and it was more in fun than it was anything, but it never fails. Every time a hunting season comes around, they call them internet trolls. I really don't know why. They're not really trolls. They're just people with inferiority complexes, narcissism, and better than now. That's what most of them are. And, I love poking fun at people too. I do. And I'll poke some fun at people, especially when they're really being silly or what I consider dumb. But the reality is, when you're hunting, if you've got several years of experience and you've been successful at it, then you've got it going on. And what I do doesn't necessarily jive with what somebody, say, down in Tennessee or over in South Central Missouri does, because the dynamic's completely different. The hunter population's completely different. The land makeup's completely different. And frankly, the number and kind of animals is completely different. You know, it can be so different that they don't even really eat the same thing all the time. They eat the same general thing, they do the same general thing, but it's not the same. I've hunted a lot of different states since I started hunting as an adult. I started hunting as an adult about the time I turned 19, and I'm 63 years old in just a few weeks. I've been hunting since I was about 14 years old. I got my first shotgun when I was 13, my first 22 when I was 14, and they just cut me loose when I was about 15. I didn't get a lot of help other than with my grandpa, and he hunted everywhere and did everything. I mean, he was a gunsmith, he owned a bait company, he was really accomplished. I mean, he knew a lot. But there was a lot back then he didn't know, and neither did I. Neither did a lot of people. A lot of deer hunting and turkey hunting and all that hunting was wisetail and hearsay. And a lot of it was regional knowledge, area knowledge. Today, in today's world, I can get on here and you can get on here and you can know anything you want to know about anything you want to know, as long as it fits what you're looking for. There's that. If I look for how turkeys roost in oak trees, that's all I'm going to find. They roost in oak trees. If I look at, on the other hand, how do turkeys roost in sycamore trees, that's what I'm going to find. It's a biased information. So you got to be kind of general. And then you got to wade through it. It's the same with calls, bows, crossbows, guns, rifles, shotguns, loads. Everybody's got their thing. I've got my thing. I've got my several things. And the truth is, if it works for you, it might work for somebody else. And that's giving advice. And I appreciate advice from everybody. Like I said, I've been doing this stuff for almost 50 years. There's guys on here that's been doing it longer. And as an adult, you know, I've been doing it for 45 years as an adult on my own. And boy, I've seen it all. I've seen almost no game at all. I remember when they put bans on turkeys that were brought from Alabama to let go here just 35 years ago. We didn't have any turkey. We had to cut a deal, and they got some whitetail and we got some turkey. I'll never forget it. Because one of those banded toms walked over to our farm one day with a couple of hens, and you could see those long yellow and red bands that they had banded on his arms. It was like ribbons. It was pretty cool. But, you know, there's places that are so overpopulated with turkeys or with deer that it's really kind of easy and just off the wall stuff works. And then there's places where there's hardly any and you've got to work your tail off. You know, I hate luck hunting, and everything's got a little luck involved. I hate luck hunting. I hate luck fishing. I hate games of chance, because games of chance is just that. It's chance. The more knowledge you have in something and the better odds you put in your favor, whether it's more deer or better stand placement or just different areas, makes a difference. Same for turkey. You know, I'm not a turkey expert. I don't believe in experts. I believe there's people that go to school for stuff. I believe there's people that are self-taught experts where and what they do. But overall, there's no such thing as an overall any kind of expert, because I know guys that hunt up in the North Country, and they do a darn good job of going out in those swamps and them cedar thickets and pine thickets and those mountains, and they do a great job. But you bring them down here in broken farm country with creeks and small woodlots, and they struggle like hell, and they just can't seem to get it figured out. Then you can go to places like overrun deer areas in Illinois and Iowa and Missouri and Kansas that purposely are overbred and and it's like going to a kid in a candy store, and guys make a lot of hunting mistakes there because they don't realize how hard it can be to hunt with a lot of whitetail, but they also get gunny and they take the first animal they see. I've never seen as many turkey and deer as when I would drive to Wyoming and back. When I was in western Iowa and Nebraska, I'd see flocks of hundreds of turkey. And I'm like, oh my God, we're lucky if we see 3. The point is, I love it when people give me ideas and know that what I'm doing, I didn't just discover it. I didn't just start hunting yesterday. It works in my area. Now, there's a lot of areas that a lot of this will cross over to. There's a lot of areas that it won't. So do yourselves a favor. Before you type, think. Ask questions before you give suggestions. And then when you do give suggestions, realize that part of it may work. There goes the tractor. Some of it may not work. You know what I'm saying? Ridicule doesn't help somebody. Being a smart ass and calling people names. I've already gotten that this year. Can you believe that? And telling people that what they do sucks or their calls suck or whatever. You don't know why I'm calling like that. You know, 2 days ago when I made that little short, those toms were over 300 yards away from me. Somebody actually said, you need to shut up. They can hear you. You can't sit there and talk. Dude, I was talking to where you could barely hear me at 10 feet. Those toms couldn't hear me at 300 yards with a 9-mile-an-hour wind when I was making that video. And I did set for about another 30 minutes before I made my way back up. And I'd call periodically, making my way out of the woods, hoping I could get out in the morning and maybe catch them off roost the next day. Didn't work out. We've been having a string of thunderstorms and tornadoes and wind and rain and howling. It's been really rough. And I'm not going out in that. You can call me a bluebird hunter all you want, and you can't kill them off the couch. I know that. But I can't kill them in the woods when they can't hear me. I can't stand being out there and there's a threat of every dead ash tree and musty oak falling over on me. I can't do that. I'm not going to do that. Safety first, folks. Enjoy your hunting. Glean from everything information, because you never know what's going to help you or who's going to help you. And be kind to one another. We're hunters. We don't all do it the same way. And if you don't like it, oh well, tune away. Tough shit. Love y'all. Peace. Bye.